Hello, this is the Timeless Tarot and today's reading is for the sign of Cancer. I have laid out a spread, so let's get straight to the bottom of the deck, and we have got Knight of Swords. A fast moving energy is coming in for you, which is good. Behind that we have the Chariot, and on the top of that we have the Five of Swords. So it feels like you're wanting to move yourself on from something that has felt like it's been a bit of a battle, because the Knight of Swords and the Five of Swords can both refer to fights, really. Well, the good news is the energy is fast flowing and you will be moving things forward. The Chariot is the card of being ready to move. So you are getting ready to move things forward away from a situation that has been difficult into something much better, but you're not moving yet. The energy is fast moving, and so that change is going to come in quickly, I think. That's good news then. If you've been in a difficult situation, things are going to move fairly quickly forward from this point on, I think. The centre of the reading, we have a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, masculine. This is the king who doesn't know how he feels. One could say he's all at sea, really. So if this is the crux of the matter, it's possible that you're wanting to move on from a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, masculine, or it's saying that you're having a job to know how you feel. And that has been a bit of I think you've been through something difficult that means that you are struggling to know how you feel now. And I think that is something that you really want to get to grips with. Also, I forgot to tell you before that the Chariot is the Cancer card. So I believe that, well, and also this is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, masculine. So if you're a masculine Cancer watching this, then this bodes very well. You are coming into your best energy. But even if you're a feminine watching this, I believe that you are going to be able to harness your Cancer energy moving forward and get a better handle on how you feel. Now, what is it you don't know how you feel about? Well, we've got a clue here, because what's crossing the King of Cups is the Queen of Pentacles. This is the card of knowing your own worth. And I think that this is key here. Things have been difficult. You want to move away from things that have been difficult into something that is smooth sailing, if you like. Knowing your own worth here is key. I think it's quite easy for Cancers to give too much, and I think it's easy for them to confuse themselves regarding how they feel about themselves and other people. This card is saying that really focusing on you and your own self-worth is the most important thing at the moment in order to move your life forward, and then the feelings of being all at sea will go away. So you really need to put the focus on you this month, I think. What's crowning the situation is the Three of Wands. This is looking out to see what's out there for you. What's available? Who is there? What is there? Where am I going? What am I doing? These are all feelings that you're having currently, and that's part of why you're feeling a little bit all at sea. You've got too much going on in your brain, I think. There are too many possibilities, really. So I suppose it depends what you're actually concerned about, whether that's talking about job situation or a love situation or a home situation. I'm not quite clear, and it will probably be different from lots of you, but let's get a clarifier for the Three of Wands. Okay, we have got the Queen of Wands here. So this is dynamic energy. Dynamic energy and force is how I like to describe the wands. So what you're wanting is to see what there is. The Queen of Wands is saying you need to harness the energy on offer this month in order to get to find out what it is you're actually wanting. So you've got a duo of wands here. Take the wands on offer and work out what you're doing. I really want to say with the rest of your life. That sounds quite severe, and I'm sorry. I'm not telling anybody off. It's just, it feels like maybe you've been delaying making a decision, or something in the past has sort of held you back. You're really ready to make movement forward, and I would urge you to do that. The Queen of Wands is the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius Queen. You need to take action this month, is what it feels like, in order to move your life forward to where you want it to be. In the underneath position, what isn't clear or what is hidden is that you are just biding your time waiting for your life to get better. Is that a good way of approaching things? Well, I'm not convinced. You're waiting for things to improve and you're waiting for a new start. Well, why are you waiting? Well, key down here is the Queen of Cups. This is your Cancer card if you're a feminine. Why are you waiting? Because you don't know how you feel, or because you just can't get a handle on your emotions at all. What could it be? It could be any of those, really. There is a real sense of frustration coming off these cards. To you, it feels like you're doing everything right, and yet you're still waiting for the new start. But I have to say, I think your perception is wrong here. You might feel like you've done everything that you can, but actually you haven't. You have not been putting yourself first. You have not developed your self-worth. If you had developed your self-worth fully, then you'd be showing up as the Empress, and you're not. You've got work to do, and it's on yourself. I'm sorry to be saying it like this, but it feels like you've known this for a while. It's like you're trying to bypass this area of your life in order to get to the next stage. You can't get to the next stage of life by ignoring your own needs. So how do I say this? You know what you want in the long term, but you are not doing what is good for you in the short term. And you have got to do what is right for you now in order to bring in the outcome that you want going forward. And it's all interlinked with knowing your self-worth and what you will and won't put up with, who is and isn't right for you. Interestingly, really, we've got two sets of couples here. In the past position, we have the King of Pentacles. So it could be that in the past you were possibly with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn masculine, or it could be that in the past you were operating, if you're a feminine watching this, it could be that in the past you were operating like a masculine. Well, that would never be good for you. So if that is the case, then I'm pleased that's in the past position. But in any case, we've got two sets of kings and queens here. To me, it feels like you're all over the shop emotionally currently. Like you just don't know. It's like you can't see the wood for the trees. I think if you are a Cancer and you're trying to find yourself a love pairing, then I think there are options around you, but you cannot see your way forward. It's like you're sort of hindered by your own emotions, it feels like. Well, good news is we are coming into Cancer season, and so things should be improving for you. In the future position, we have the card of Temperance. This is guided. This is an angel. Also, the Chariot is guided. So you're being guided. You're being shown the way forward, having a more balanced view of life, and I believe of yourself. It feels like your balance is off somehow. Let's get a clarifier for Temperance. Oh, 9 of Pentacles. You're being guided to sit in your best energy of being on your own. That's what the guidance is. That it's important before you find a pairing to recognise your own worth and be in your best alone energy that you can be in. Being fine on your own is what is going to help with the balancing of your emotions, but it will also bring in what it is you're looking for in the future. So that's good news. In the personal position, we have the 6 of Pentacles. You're wanting a shared energy. You're wanting something that is reciprocal, something that is going to be good for you in a personal way. Let's see what that is, because I'm not clear whether that's love or... Actually, it could be that you're considering leaving a situation because it isn't fair for you. So that could be in a work situation. It could be in a love situation, I suppose, or a home or family situation. The feeling like something is not really quite fair for you is making you feel like you want to leave. Oh dear. Well, I wouldn't do anything too hasty if I were you. Anyway, let's carry on. In the home position, it looks like you might be getting a new home or a large sum of money or even an engagement. So if you are feeling like you need to leave somewhere, are you leaving home? Well, possibly. Do you want to move home? Do you want to have a new home? Do you want to live somewhere different? Let's get a clarifier for the Ace of Pentacles. Page of Wands. This is good news. So if you're wanting to move, you've got some good news coming. What about, though? Well, if you are a Cancer and you want to move, it looks like you're going to have some good news about that. If you're a Cancer and you have an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius child, it could be that that child is going to move, or there's something interlinked with a child here. I suppose it could be some sort of custody battle, actually. It could be some sort of legal situation, because I've just taken Justice here, which is also the card of balance, but not necessarily. Or even adoption, perhaps. There could be something legal to do with a child and a new home. That's interesting, isn't it? Now, if you're not in the midst of a custody battle or you're not adopting a child, what does it mean? Well, it could be that you're wanting to start a family, and so that you're trying to find a place that is better suited for children, perhaps. It could also be that you're trying to find your own balance, and we've already had this card of Temperance here and balance. Desperately trying to find your feet. This is where we started, feeling all at sea and not having your best footing. Oh yeah, it's something to do with family, definitely. There is something here to do with family and a new home. Yeah, I can't be more specific than that, I don't think. If you've got children, it could be that you're looking for a new home in order to make it more comfortable for you and your children. Or it could be that if you're in a new love connection, it could be that you and your partner are thinking of looking at a new home in order to start a family. It's something like that. In the hopes and fears position, we have got the Eight of Wands, free-flowing energy, which is good. So you're hoping for some communication or the free-flowing of energy, which is where we started at, actually, because the Knight of Swords is fast-moving energy, and that's what you're looking for, a change up in the energy so that things are going to improve for you. But what you're fearing is that you can't be happy and you're never going to have a partner. This is a real problem, Cancer, because it's the negative talk and the amount of doubt that you feel in yourself that is holding you back from achieving what you want. These cards are positive, but there is this nagging doubt in your mind that you can't get what you want, that you won't get what you want, that you're not allowed to have what you want. Well, you are allowed to have what you want. These are the things that are coming in for you, but you have got to harness some positive energy. The energy is positive, and you need to take that energy on offer and allow it to develop. Allow yourself to feel good in your own right in order to balance your emotions in a more manageable way, really. Put in place boundaries, knowing your own worth. Don't accept anything that is not good for you. And the outcome is that you will be able to accept the Ace of Wands. This is a gift of dynamic energy and force. And this is what I was saying before. You need to take this energy and you need to see what is out there. This energy is on offer this month. This is positivity. You need to rid your feelings of doubt and insecurity. You need to put your foot down, put some boundaries in place, and live in your best energy yourself. And the good things are coming. You can take the wand on offer this month, and you can put down the burdens that you have been struggling with. And I believe for most of you, what you're really struggling with is your own emotions. I think it's feelings of doubt and insecurity are creeping in to your everyday life, which is making you feel like you need to leave, that what you've got is not fair, that it is not balanced, that you can't ever get what you want, that you're still waiting and you still haven't got what you want. And, you know, this is a problem, really. You want a new start. You want to find what's good for you. You want a home in which to have a family. You want what is fair. And you want things to move forward quickly. Well, they will, but you have got to rid yourself of the doubt that is sort of colouring your life. And I believe it's been colouring your life for at least the last 3 years. And I think you've been feeling like you can't get what you want and you don't know what you're doing wrong. Well, what you're doing wrong is really being too nice to everybody else, which means that you have not got your focus on yourself and your own worth. And I believe that is the key forward. Take the dynamic on energy on offer this month and sit comfortably in your own skin. Feeling good in your own skin on your own is what is going to bring in the happy ever after that you are looking for. Change is coming. Death is an inevitable change and it is going to sweep in. Once you start recognizing, wow. Once you start recognizing that it's all about you being fine as you are, once you can recognize that you have to put boundaries in place to know your own worth, to be fine on your own, to live a happy life, regardless of whether you have the right person in your life, whether you have the right job, whether you're in the right place. Just feeling good in yourself is what is going to bring in the inevitable change that is coming. It is coming. And the outcome is one of joy and happiness. I believe by the time we've got through Cancer season and you're heading towards Leo season, I think if you can harness the energy on offer this month, if you can work out what it is you want, where you want to be, how you want to live, how to be good to yourself, if you can work out all of those things going forward, then I believe during Leo season, things are really going to pick up for you. Wow, what a reading. I really hope so, Cancer. You deserve all the good things, but you have to put the focus on you and put some boundaries in place to ensure that going forward you will get all the good things that you want. I really hope so, and I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please like and subscribe so that I can read your energy more easily, which will help me to do more accurate readings for you and your situation in the future. And if you would like a personal reading, my information is in the description box below. But until the next time, this has been the Timeless Tarot. Goodbye.